Welcome to DC Plays Skyrim. This is episode 5, I believe. If you watched our last episode, I escaped Helgen, tried to go back into Helgen, which is something I've never done before, found a bandit who was walking backwards, and then I died because I have a jumping mod, and I don't have all of the other gear that makes the jumping mod keep me alive. So it's not a bad jumping mod. Like, I only go up 4 times the regular one. Apparently there's a mod that lets you go like 150 times higher, but apparently you get the parachute arms and all of that. I don't know why I always collect these stuff. I've never been a big alchemist. This freaked me out. If you played the regular game or you haven't modded, I don't believe this guard tower is here. Again, like Bleak Falls Barrow. I never noticed it was so close. But you know, this is a tower which I believe is populated by guards.
Disrespect the law, you disrespect
You know,
me.
guards of Falkreath. That's one of the mods. Oh no, I gotta really stop doing that because I'm gonna die again. But that's one of the mods that I picked up. You know, alright, I'm going to come over here to our first set of stones, standing stones, I believe they're called, the Guardian Stones. And I am going to activate, I'll usually wind up activating the Thief Stone because I always play Stealth Archers. And actually, I should think about this for a second here. Let's just pause, leaving Lince Dorado at this beautiful spot. Right, look at that. You want a house just right here so you can watch the lake. Let's check out the skills here. Like I said, I'm not going to be playing a mage. I'm going to be an unarmed Lince Dorado puncher, so I'm not going to need much of those. You know, I may do some smithing. I'm probably going to want heavy armor here because if you check that out, Fists of Steel, unarmed attack with heavy armor gauntlets do extra damage. I'm not going to need to block. I'm not going to, you know, my perks are going to be odd. You know, I'll get some of the archery ones because they're fun. I'll probably get some sneak ones. You know, maybe I'll build up some enchanting or some lockpicking. But it'll be interesting to see where I put my perks. But because I want this heavy armor perk here, unarmed attacks with heavy armor gauntlets, there's a specific pair I'm going to be after pretty early on. I do want the Warrior Stone because that will, as you can see, learn all combat skills 20% faster. So, having run around and done quite a bit of looking at the stones, I don't know if I've ever found all of the standing stones, but having looked at many of them, really have to remember. See, look, there's a fallen tree. That's the fallen tree mod I was telling you about in our first video. I'm running straight to Riverwood to get my gear. You can see the salmon jumping in the I love this game. This game is so beautiful. If you want to share, at DC Matthews NAI, share with me your favorite games just from a purely visual beauty standpoint. Oh, hello. I actually jumped a little bit there, not expecting to run into the wolf. Oh, there's another one. I have an abnormal fear of skeevers. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But here's the banner. Again, another mod and a lamppost. I want you to share with what your most beautiful games are. And look at that. Falkreath hold. Whiterun hold. Lamppost. What are some of your most favorite beautiful games? I would be interested in hearing about those. What you prefer as a visually stunning game. Maybe there are better ones, but you know, this is in a perfect world. We're DC Matthews to be making billions and billions, or just really a decent amount of money as a wrestling personality. I would love to live in a place like this. All right, there's another fallen tree. And some mushrooms. And some more mushrooms. Alright, here we go. Heading into Riverwood. One of the you know, if you're confused as to this horse, one of the mods I have has a spell which is like summon Crimson Shadow, and that's this horse. I don't like riding horses in this game. I feel like things go by too fast. You don't actually get to stop and look around at everything. I've never been a big horse rider in this game, so he's he's gonna sit there for a while.
What is it now?
Alright, there used to be a chest there, but that must be a different one. Alright, here we go.
It flew right over the barrel.
Well, she's right. Don't call her crazy. She did see a dragon. Alright, I can do that.
Keep on like this.
But look at that sign. Like, you know, I don't remember that sign being as pretty in the other versions. Alright, I do need to go in there at some point. There used to be, in one of the other cheat mods, there's a thing there. Now it's a bucket. I am heading into the inn, the Sleeping Giant Inn. I love that you can read the signs. We'll spend a lot of time here. If you've played this game before, you know that someone here, I don't want to spoil it, someone here is not exactly whom they seem. But I'm heading over this way. There is a chest here. Now, actually, let's sit in a chair here and chat about this chest for a minute. You know, if you read the book, and I'll actually share the book with you, it's in there. It talks about this group of immortal lords. You know what? I suppose, well, it's nice to watch Lince Dorado sit in a chair. Let me just show you the book. So, we got to unlock this chest first, which we can do. And there's a huge amount of gold in this chest. I'm actually going to leave the gold there. There's the spell tome to conjure the Crimson Shadow. I'm going to leave that there because I don't ride horses. The book is worth 1,000,000 gold. Well, we'll see if that's the case. We're going to take that. We're going to take these two things, although the Amulet of the Immortal Lord I think increases like smithing and alchemy. I don't have a particular need for that either. The ring is what I want, so I am going to equip that, because if you look down at the carry weight, my carry weight went from about probably 300 to 5 million. So that ring, which we'll show you here, the ring increases, as it says, you are now a lion among sheep. The ring increases your stats to, 500,000 health, 1,000,000 magicka, 1,000,000 stamina. So I am essentially immortal at this point, which is why I died in the previous version. Again, you can agree, disagree with God mode, which, you know, we've had since the days of Doom and Doom 2. I enjoy it. I'm going to keep it. If you don't like playing that way, then by all means, when you get this game and play it, don't. But let's look at the Book of the Immortal Lord by Ancient Karma and H. Mason. Is that H. Mason? Interesting. So yes, the immortals lived long ago, peaceful lives, then they were slaughtered. They had their mages. The mages forged a ring and necklace that would enhance the wearer to godlike proportions, and they were able to win. So, then the Dragonborn shows up, and you can read this book at your leisure. The Dragonborn manages to put the ring and amulet on and save the day. And so as, again, spoiler alert, I'm Dragonborn. I wear the ring and now am pretty much an immortal man. Immortal man. So,
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
I always tend to look for
Take a
work,
look at this. Some of the
and then you want to
urban
get the
whispers.
rumors.
A boy up in Windham,
The rumors,
neighborhood
you know,
dentist
give you
RT,
ideas,
been
and you
trying
don't
to
need them, I
contact
suppose.
the Dark Brotherhood.
That starts the Dark Brotherhood Assassins quest.
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say
This
the Dark Elves built
strikes
it
another
after
kind of
first
side
war.
quest there.
Sight. Lucan at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been
That
stolen.
sets up your first one,
We've got something of a love triangle here in
and that's it.
in Riverwood.
All right, so that's, but basically what's going on. This is
I'm
the,
the innkeeper. It's my word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped.
so we gotta,
The war is only going to get
Oh.
worse now.
uh-oh.
We don't get Word
Here's
is
some.
Alfred
Okay,
Storm
she's just going to do
escaped
that.
from the Imperial.
All right, so you can, kind of collect your information from everyone you can. Some
War
people
keeps these
play.
folks away
Oh,
these
sorry, I took you outside. My apologies. Some people play where they, essentially. I lost my train of thought. My apologies. Some people play where they just do certain quest lines. I try to collect as much information as possible. There you can see that guy Orgnar from the inn. I think this is part of that immersive citizen thing. He goes outside and just kind of hangs out. That didn't happen before. I feel like that sign, I never really have noticed that sign before. There's actually a giant. You can tell that is a sleeping giant. All right. I'm going to ignore Sven. There is a love triangle, but I'm going to take sides with Feindal, the elf archer, and I'll explain why that is once I find him. But we are coming up to that. We're actually past the 10-minute mark. I still haven't gone inside to talk to Alvar, the blacksmith, so I'm going to sit here next to this young boy and be awkward. Oh, no, nope. Okay. I was going to sit next to that boy, but maybe it's just too awkward. So instead, I will jump onto the roof of this building. So from the roof of this building, here in Riverwood, Lince Dorado, the now essentially immortal man, or immortal Khajiit, is going to figure out what's next for him. He's going to head inside, meet Uncle Alvar, and hopefully get some new information on what his life will be, having escaped Helgen. So, my name is DC Matthews, at DC Matthews NAI. Thanks for checking out DC Plays Skyrim, and until we meet again, my friends, we'll see you around the neighborhood.